Roots World 2024 Bahrain with Terence Delomoney, Airports Company, South Africa. Hi Terence, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so shall we begin, Terence?
Yes, let's start.
How's Roots been so far for you?
Now, for us, it's been really good because in South Africa we run a network of nine airports,
Of course.
and the three largest being OR, Tambo, Cape Town, and King Shaka. So you can imagine we got quite a busy schedule, seeing a lot of airlines, a lot of interest in South Africa, and a lot of opportunities for new growth. So it's been quite good so far.
Okay. So how have you managed recent increase in passenger traffic?
Yes, so I think that's quite an interesting question because after COVID, and I know we
Yes,
sort of moved on
yes,
quite far
exactly.
now. It's 3 years since COVID, but COVID has had a significant impact on us.
Yes, of course.
So in South Africa, our traffic in the last financial year has recovered to about 88%. We're now getting to about 90% of pre-COVID numbers. But on the international traffic, we've seen recovery exceeding COVID. So our international traffic has grown considerably. And the challenge for us has been during COVID means we had to delay a lot of our infrastructure programs, our infrastructure investment. In fact, certain components of our airports were actually closed down. So I think the immediate thing in the last 2 years that we've been really busy with was to bring this infrastructure back up to speed.
Okay.
So is to make all of our infrastructure available, so at least we can start managing the volumes. So it's not only, running airports and managing airports is not only about infrastructure, it's also about the people.
Of course.
So
yes.
during that time, we had to go through a program where we had to offer a voluntary retrenchment and early retirement for a lot of staff. So we had a staff of about just over 3,000 people. Through that process, we lost about 700 people had to go. So you can imagine now as traffic increases, you're doing it with infrastructure that should have been maintained at a point in time. So we had to deal with that, but you're also doing it with less people.
Yes.
So we've had, and I think we must say thanks to all of our staff, not only our staff, but all of our stakeholders, the airlines, the ground handlers, the retailers, everybody had to have this challenge of working with less people as we're going through this growth. But over the last 2 years, we've managed to even recover from a financial perspective.
Okay.
So in the last year, we made a good profit, and that helps us then, to recover, to start recruiting faster, to get projects that were delayed, to start bringing them up to speed. So I think going forward, we're really now going into a major capital investment program. So we have just in our latest permission through our regulator, we have 21 billion rand worth of capital expenditure projects approved.
That's a lot.
So you can imagine the work involved. So
Yes,
apart from getting
for
the
sure.
operations up to speed, we're now preparing ourselves to implement this capital expenditure program.
Of course. So you spoke about a lot of projects being approved, right? So where does sustainability play a role in that?
So sustainability, and a very important question, there are direct projects that we're doing just from a sustainability point of view. So firstly, as Airports Company South Africa, we subscribe to Airports Council International Carbon Accreditation Program.
Okay.
Right, so we have 4 of our airports that are accredited at level 2, which means, and our plan is to this year have at least 2 airports go to level 3, and then after that move them into the final levels. So obviously that program requires us to monitor our energy consumption.
Okay.
So by default it means all of the projects that we do must have a sustainability element. So in terms of how we build our infrastructure, what type of lighting we use, how we use our water resources, all of that must be done to the standard of ensuring that the sustainability is built in there. But over and above that, we have direct projects that are going to look at getting us independent of the grid. So we have, of our 9 airports, 6 airports already have solar plants that are implemented, and then we have projects now in this permission period to build solar plants at our 3 larger airports, being OR, Tambo, King Shaka, and Cape Town International. We're also looking at tri-generation, where we convert gas to power plants, which we're also building at the 3 airports. So there's direct there's direct projects that we're doing to improve our sustainability. So those are green projects. So we've just also built a corporate that was during COVID. We built it, but it's a green rated building that we've also built. So all of our building as well will be moving towards a green rated buildings. So we look at energy efficiency, we look at water usage, how we deal with waste, you know. And obviously at an airport operational level, there's a number of sustainability projects just in operations. So for example, all of our ground handling equipment, we move that from diesel into electric, and we have all of those plans in place.
Of course.
So some of our key projects that we're doing, cargo, for example, we really want to expand our cargo processing facilities.
Okay.
And that would be a new massive midfield cargo project, which it's about 5 billion rand that we're going to be spending on that
That's
cargo.
a lot.
So in that project itself, you can imagine all the sustainability elements that we'll build into that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it can be energy efficient, the latest automation, the latest technology that we'll put into that.
All right. Since you mentioned technology, what are the new innovations and technology that you're using to enhance the overall passenger experience at your airports?
Yes, so again, because we had deferred some of our projects during COVID, we needed to ensure that we do all of the self-service projects where the passenger experience is enhanced, so to reduce the touch points, going into biometric technology. So we've now initiated a project that will bring us the e-gates, bag drop, and self-boarding projects that have started, and so that's the new technology that will come in. So the way we operate and the way the passenger transits through our airports currently,
Yes.
in 3 years' time, that will be very different. You know,
Of course.
where you'll reduce your touch points, we'll use bio,
course,
and also the one ID concept, where people where you'll have on our app. So we've actually launched our app in the last 2 years, and that app is growing. But we want to see people use that and download all of their travel information onto the one ID platform.
Yes.
So that, you know, as they go through the different processes, everything, all the documentation that they need is already in electronic format,
Yes.
for example. So that's the more direct projects we're doing. But we are doing a lot of enhancement of our back end systems. You know, like moving to cloud, for example. We're implementing now a new operations system that would enhance in how we just do our operations, and we're looking at the efficiencies we can bring into those systems as well. So I think those are really, you know, the key sort of technological projects that we're doing at the moment.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Terence. Thank you for talking to Travel and Tour.
Thank you.